Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 5 catches, 77 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Etienne up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
He's taken down.
Angelo Blackson,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. To throw is Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey. Brings up 2nd and 9. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
24. 13, Luke. 11. Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
They go play action with Lawrence.
This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling hope. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
77 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play action. It's Lawrence. That is caught.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
They go play action here on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by McManus is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Angelo Blackson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coate.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
13 loop. Big 13 heavy.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill. Go.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They'll run with Etienne.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A carry here for Hunt. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the... And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's complete to the tight end, Akins. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hunt going to run for it. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Another tote for Etienne.
Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A handoff for Etienne.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
McManus's point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right.
Christian Kirk. Touchdown.
Christian Kirk, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jags extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then,
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Lisa 24.
And they take a knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together